musical production Fish. We'll send things out with Trisha Swenson.
All right, Meredith. Yes, extra, read all about it. We were just talking in today's Vail Daily, but we're going to give you the true scoop. We have the cast. A few members. It's a 50-person plus cast from Vail Christian High School, and they're doing Big Fish, which was, that popular movie back in 2003 that Tim Burton directed, but now it's been adapted to a Broadway musical, and they're bringing it to the Vail Christian stage. We're going to find out more from some of the cast members. Let's have you go down the line, tell your name, what your the character you're playing, and your year.
I'm Jillian Lee. I'm a senior at Vail Christian, and I'm playing young Sandra.
Okay, how about you?
I'm Travis Selzinga. I'm here at Vail Christian, and I'm playing the old Edward.
All right, and you?
I'm Shab, and I am playing older Sandra, and I'm also a senior.
Okay.
I'm Carlos Chavez. I'm a senior, and I'm playing Amos.
And you?
I'm Connor Wilson, and I play Will, and I'm also a senior.
Okay, perfect. Well, we're getting kind of the scoop from these guys because the show opens tonight. It's going to be tonight, tomorrow night, and Saturday with a matinee on Saturday at 2:30. But let's get a little bit about this because when I first heard that you guys were doing Big Fish, I'm like, wait, how are they going to take that movie, which was one of my favorite movies? How are they going to take that and put it on stage?
Yeah. Well, it's just a lot of magic, a lot of color, a lot of quick changes, I would say, because there's a circus, there's a giant, a mermaid, so it's just tons of bright, and we have fun doing it. So it's pretty much the same as the movie, I would say, in terms of the spirit of it, but it's definitely exciting.
Well, what's interesting too, there's the flashbacks. It's the current day, and then it goes back to different parts of Edward Bloom, his different times. And this must be fun to be playing the older Edward. Tell us about your character.
I really do enjoy playing the older Edward. It's fun to have that sort of character later in life to play. It's really great as well for, logistically to have somebody else. It doesn't put as much pressure on it. It adds a little bit of fun, but also gives you not too much to worry about.
Yeah, awesome. And then let's talk about your character. So you play the older Sandra, Edward's wife.
I do. I have really enjoyed it, as Travis said. It's really fun to get into that more mature headspace, a headspace that you don't get to be a part of in high school and kind of channel your inner adults, which is fun. And I've also really enjoyed getting to play the older version of Jillian. It's really fun coming up with the tics, how are we going to convey to the audience that we are the same person even when we don't look exactly alike.
Okay, perfect. And then let's talk about your character because you're playing the son. And out of all the characters, everyone else seems so happy. Edward is so boisterous and, his adoring wife and everything. But you have to play this son that is just kind of I don't know about
serious.
These stories. Yeah, how do you channel that?
Will is definitely a little bit more serious because, growing up with my dad, Will's dad, he's been telling me these stories since I've been a kid. So I'm struggling with my dad and not knowing who he is.
But kind of a skeptic, that kind of thing.
So I definitely bring a more serious part of this, super fun, creative play, which, it's nice to have, a breath of, comedy in the show.
Because yours is pretty heavy.
Yes, I bring a deeper part, but towards the end of the play, I get to be a little more relaxed and have fun with it. So.
Okay, and then we got to talk about Amos, this character that you're playing. Tell us about this.
Well, it's very different from everyone. It's very unique, and it's just really fun. So, yeah.
And this is the part that Danny DeVito played in the movie, the circus and everything. So, this. Are you going to howl like he does?
I gotta save it for later.
Save it for later. Okay, well, let's talk about that too, because you guys have been working on this since January. Tell us about this kind of schedule and how maybe hectic it's been.
It has been extremely hectic. It's interesting because at Vail Christian, it's actually a class at our school. So it's balancing school with this, which is also a class, which is also really fun because everybody is involved in some way. We have stage crew, we have 50 students in the actual cast. And so it's been hectic, but it's just the biggest sense of community. I've ever had, I would
Yeah.
say. And there are definitely struggles because our stage is small and it's all those things, but it has been so fun.
Well, and you know what? You guys are all seniors. Yeah.
Yep.
So I mean, you guys have been doing it all 4 years. Many.
Not
Did
me.
you start?
Yeah, this is my first year.
Well,
So-
who talked you into it?
I actually watched all of them, and I was like, that looks so much so much fun.
Yeah.
So I wanted to try it.
Okay. Well, that's what's so neat. And are a lot of your freshmen in this too?
And
Yep. there's-
hopefully they'll carry on the legacy when we're gone, because there are 15 seniors this year, so it's definitely passing down a big
Yeah.
legacy.
Well, and you know what? The student body, it's about 1/3 of the student body. So it's pretty interesting how many people are involved. And you know what? It's not just the kids. Of course, you have a lot of, Melinda Carlson, you're the director of the theater program for
And
a decade.
so many parents give
Yes.
all their time.
I know, all the parents that give time. Okay, well, are you nervous? You got any jitters? What's
Yeah.
opening night? What's it like?
It's so different because we have a dress rehearsal with maybe a couple parents in the audience, but then when the curtains open and you see all those faces, it's just the best feeling for me. I think it's the biggest thing about it, just the most exciting.
Okay, well, I can't wait.
Yeah.
All right, you guys ready?
Yes.
I think we are.
Well, I know you got a busy day ahead. They have to go to school now, all right? So they got to be a regular student, and then they got to put on the jazz hands for this evening for the great performance. If you want to get tickets, $15 for adults, $10 for the students for the student ID, and you can get them at the door as well. But make this a part of your weekend. Once again, 7 p.m. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and a 2:30 matinee on Saturday as well. Any parting words? She just say
come
break
to the
break
show.
a leg. Break a leg. Come see Big Fish at Vail Christian High School in the Grace Auditorium. Back to you, Meredith. Any questions for this group? I know Meredith was a part of choreographing the moves. So
Oh,
maybe she
yeah.
has some advice for you guys.
It was so fun working with them, and we have a big tap number. Not everyone tapped in their dance experience, but we got everyone tapping, and I just can't wait to see it. So break a leg for opening night. We had some chat. We had Emma Sirkovich, and she's a grad from your guys' school. She said, "Go Vail Christian Saints, break a leg tonight. What a talented cast." And then we, of course, have your director, Melinda Carlson, chiming in. She said, "Great kids, great talent." So we look forward to seeing opening night and your whole run this weekend. Thank you guys so much for coming on the show. So fun. So we're going to take a quick break, but we have so much more Vail Valley Live